What's up, everyone? Good morning. Morning, everyone on YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. Real quickly, guys, I did swing BBY puts. It didn't break the implied move. I might hang on to them and just see what they do. But I did swing BBY puts. The thesis was there. Probably should have went with like mid-December puts because I think this thing does probably fall back down. Everything that I thought was going to happen with BBY did happen. Yeah, so we'll see what these contracts open up at, but they likely get IV crushed. I had $60 puts. And so that's the fear with earnings, right? You get the thesis right, but if you can't break the implied move, you can get IV crushed on those. So just let that be a lesson not to go heavy into any earnings play that you're going to take, because sometimes they do work. They beat the implied move. But it's you're on an uphill battle. It's a 33% chance. So leads me to my first trade, first idea here, which is going to be Zoom, right? IV crush here on Zoom. We are breaking down. We're down like 4% right now in pre-market, 3.85. We were more flat than this. I think the implied move on Zoom was near like 10%. Yeah, 9.3% is the implied move on Zoom. We're down 3.8% now. We just lost this key level here at 63.78. I gave you guys that in the pre-market watch list. The next level I have down is 62.21 and then 60.65. So we will have to see what happens as with any flush play. We are down, 4%, still within the implied move. So there still is opportunity to the downside, but we'll need to see what the overall market does, what SPY and QQQ do. And right now, SPY is kind of back at that 453 area. If SPY loses 453 here, I think we fall back down to that 450, 154 area. If we can hold here, I think we move back up into that 454.37 area. So pretty nice scalps, about $1.50 of range each side, upside and downside on SPY. And then just looking at QQQ, same thing here, right? We're kind of sitting at the 389 level, an area that we had as support yesterday before we bounced off of the bond auction. That big candle, the bond auction candle that sent us up $1. If we bounce here, right, I think we get sent back to the 390 level, maybe even 391.50. If we can't hold this spot, then I think we fall back to the 388 and then potentially down into that consolidation 387.25 area. So now with the individual names that I'm watching today and throughout this week, Carvana is the first one. Okay, the thesis on Carvana here is that the hourly is pretty coiled. Here's the hourly chart on Carvana. It's a holiday week, which means there's more retail that are probably going to participate, 38% short float. And I think it's a recipe for a monster move out of the consolidation. I don't know if we're going to break upside or downside, but that's the benefit of looking at these consolidation patterns is you don't really need to know if you're upside or downside because we're not front running anything, right? We're going to wait for the break to happen and then we're going to trade the name that way. Now on the hourly chart, we are out of this consolidation pattern. So this could be one where shorts attack it and we fall all the way back down to 30, maybe down into that 31 area at open. So we'll see what happens, but this could be a breakout currently happening in pre-market on the hourly time frame. You can see on the 5-minute, we're kind of consolidating right underneath of this level. If we can't get back over 32.67, which was kind of this low area that we bounced at yesterday afternoon at around 3 o'clock, I would expect that we fall down to prior day low down here around 32. And then if we lose that, obviously down into that 31 area on Carvana. Okay, so that's Carvana coiled chart. Same exact thing on we're coiled on the hourly time frame here. You can see the hourly. I've got my extended hours on, but we're coiled here on the daily, super coiled as well. But on this hourly, looking for a breakout, big key level to the upside on is 32.45. If we break to the upside, if we break this level to the downside, right, probably should have a level right here. If we break this level to the downside, the extended move that I'd be looking for is a move probably down to around that 25.63 area if we have the juice to fall all the way down there. Okay. Next name is Tesla. This name is getting very, very coiled here on the hourly time frame as well. No position yet for me on Tesla because, like I said, I didn't want to front run it. I almost swung Tesla yesterday to the upside, but we didn't break consolidation, and so I didn't feel comfortable swinging this name just yet. We'll have to see what this name does, but if we break upside 238 and then 245, if we break downside and break down through 234, we've got room to fall down to 230, and then underneath of that, we've got room down to 226. So it's just a patient waiting game on Tesla right now. Here's what the 5-minute looks like. So we simply could just play a level break here on Tesla and then target prior day low at 231, right? Yesterday at open, we sold off really hard and then we bounced on Tesla. So we'll see what happens today on this name. Now, the last name, SMCI, super microcomputer. Very, very interesting here because we're kind of right at this 300 level. If you look at the daily time frame, I posted this one to Twitter just so you guys could see it, the annotated chart. But essentially what we have here is multiple rejections at this 299, 300 kind of zone area. One rejection here, $40 down, two rejection here, $40 down. Here, $8 down, and then the next day we fall all the way down to 277, so almost like a $25 drop. And then again, we reject here, and then the next 3 days we fall all the way down here to 250 from that 300 area. So if we lose 300, 299, I would look for a downside play on SMCI because we've done it 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the past every time we've rejected. We'll see if we get that or not. If we don't get that and we get a bounce, then I'd be looking for prior day high. Let me go back to my, let's go to 15-minute. Prior day high is what I'd be looking at here, right? Somewhere around this 305, 306 area. And then if we break that, obviously looking for a move up into kind of the 313, 323 area on SMCI. So those are the names that I'll be watching today, guys. Going to try and take high quality setups. Oh, the other one I wanted to mention too, Pedro put my eyes on this. It's Roblox. This could be an opening drive play to the downside, guys, because we're going to lose this 3740 level. Very, very important level. On the daily time frame, you guys can see how long we've held this, and you can see the kind of gap we have down here, at least down into this 3572 area. Probably should have a level right here, right there, and right there. Let me post this in premium chat for you guys so you can see this. So I know not all of you are on. There we go. So you guys can see Pedro posted that one, but I'm just following it up as well today. I think that's 3740 leads his hand to a $2 move to the downside on Roblox, so it could be a really, really nice trade to the downside. On BBY, I'll probably hold just a little bit, just to see what it does. But guys, I'm sized in so small on BBY that it's not going to ruin it won't ruin my P&L for the day or anything like that. So if you're sized in pretty heavy, and you're down, I would consider maybe getting out of it. Don't let a red trade go more red than it has to. We'll see what happens. We're down $3 right now, hanging around that 65 level. We could just continue to fall on BBY, so I might hold it and just see what happens. But those are the top setups and top things I'm going to be watching going into the open today. Let's have a good day, guys. Size appropriately. We're not going to size too heavy. We're not going to do anything too crazy. Markets do look kind of weak, so keep that in mind as you're trading throughout the day. And also keep in mind there's not a rush to get into anything because we've got a lot of names that are setting up and coiling right now. And so I think if you guys just wait on a few of those names, we could see a really, really nice return on some of those trades. Thinking SMCI short out of the gates and Roblox short out of the gates could make a lot of sense here. I don't know about 36s. We'll see what they open up at. Maybe 37s. Apple's getting a stick here into open. Apple's really moving. All right, Roblox chain hasn't opened yet. Zoom is falling, guys. The 60 puts on Zoom probably make a lot of sense. See if the volume continues on Zoom to the downside. 60 puts are $42 per. I took a few of these guys, Zoom 60 puts here for a downside move here. First level 62.22. There goes Zoom, 20%. Roblox is falling. SMCI looks like it's going to fall as well, guys. 40% now on Zoom. Big snapback up on Roblox there. SMCI is trying to defend the 299 level. I sold half my Zoom at 35%, guys. I'm going to hold the other half. If we lose this 62 spot on Zoom, I don't have anything until 65. Zoom 60 puts, Lambo. The BBY puts are up 30% right now. Zoom is up 50% right now. The spreads are kind of nasty on the BBY puts, though. Nice work, T-Pat. Big bounce on Roblox. Trying to defend that level. Tesla still sitting in consolidation range right now, guys, as you can see. Key for me is going to be 238 on Tesla. Whole market's in a downtrend, so I don't want to front run a Tesla move to the upside. But this might be go time on Tesla. Looking at the 245 calls on Tesla. I'm just going to be patient and wait. I think the 238 break is a safer bet than trying to grab right now. Might miss out on a couple percentage points, but I'd rather be late and on the right side than early and on the wrong side. Zoom back to 40%. Okay, here goes Tesla. So I'm watching Tesla now, the 245 still. Actually, I'm going to look at 250s. Took the 250s on Tesla at $93 a contract, guys. 250 calls on Tesla. That's the breakout over 238 I was looking for. Breakout over the consolidation that I was looking for. Now I just want to see continuation on Tesla to the upside. SMCI is trying to defend the 299 level as well. Tesla contracts are actually below my average. So anyone says that it's hard to get a fill like my fill, it's below mine. SPY pushing low of day. Tesla, I'm down 8% on this position, but it looks strong, so I'm staying in Tesla. I'm all out of the rest of my Zoom as well, guys. We bounced right there at that key level. So just holding on to Tesla, 250 calls now. New high of day on Tesla coming. All right, new highs on Tesla. We're at $1 a contract now on Tesla, guys. Next level up I have on Tesla is 245. 10% here on Tesla for me. There it goes. If we break 240, guys, we probably got a good chance here at Tesla to really see a massive run. $240 break on Tesla. They're going to try it here. $10% still on Tesla, guys. $15% now on Tesla. Sheesh, it's ripping. $20% now on Tesla. $25% on Tesla. $30% on Tesla, guys. $35%, 40% on Tesla. I'm going to sell a few more here. Just sold some more at 40% right there. All right, hopefully you guys caught that. 50% right there on Tesla in about 10 minutes. Roblox downside's looking smooth still. Oh, God. Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it, Fred. That was a crazy, crazy trade on Tesla, guys. That's why I said, like, wait for these consolidation breaks. And then we just got 50% in 10 minutes. That's why I don't understand why people want to like front run stuff all the time. Never makes sense to me. Even I mean, I struggle with it. Sometimes I front run things too. And you guys will see me take a red trade from it. And I'm like, man, I shouldn't have front run it. I should have just, stuck with the plan. Yeah, Roblox is dumping, guys. Bro hit 20K. Oh, let's go. He told me, he was like, I'm gonna hit 20K by Thanksgiving. $20,000 in 15 trading days. You gotta love the stock market. Ah, boy, Fred. Let's take that thing to 100 grand by year end. I'm sad, guys. I missed the Roblox dump. Pedro is calling. That's huge for you, B. Hey, man. I know that's huge because I know you're not playing with pennies over there. Damn, guys. Roblox. Pedro, that was a fire setup, bro. I missed it. Multiple rejections. Yeah, Pedro, you were all over that, brother. Congratulations on that trade. That's a huge trade. And I know it's got to feel good to take trades that like you find on your own. Zoom just hit 30% again, guys. I don't think Zoom's over with, and this could be a liquidity trap on SPY. We got a hammer candle on SPY. Roblox has room to fall, guys. Much more room to fall. That was a fire trade. I wish I could rewind the tape. Carvana to the downside too, guys. It broke down. Yeah, the news bot's on. I'm looking at the Carvana 30 puts, guys. 30 puts on Carvana. They're at $38 a contract right now. New low of day on Carvana. Roblox is still going to the downside, which is why I kind of like the Carvana short thesis here. We broke out of the consolidation area. Currently up 2% on Carvana right now. Oh, I'm gonna look at Google now. Swaggy, I just saw your message. Yeah, Google Daily looks hot. If we can break that 138.82. 10% now on Carvana. New low of day. Tesla back to 25%. Carvana still heading lower here. Still sitting up 10% on Carvana. Roblox is still drilling. Nice work, Pedro. That was a beautiful trade, man. A plus technical analysis, A plus entry. Everything you did there was perfect. That was a very high confidence, high setup trade. And that's what I'm saying. If you guys look to take those every single time, that's what you guys want to do. Find those setups every single day and smack them with authority. All right, Tesla's back to 30% here, guys. Tesla's pushing for a high of day, it looks like. Google broke out too, Swaggy. New high down Tesla here. There's new highs back to 50% on Tesla. Yeah, that was fire, Pedro. Carvana's back to 10% here, guys, at low of day. Guess how many red candles Tesla's had today on the 5 minute? 0 red candles. IV on these Carvana contracts is 88%. That's why they're moving a little bit slower than what you might be used to. But here's a new low of day and 15% on Carvana now. Attaboy Strain. Let's go, bro. Back to 15% on Carvana. If we break this low a day, we'll probably get a 20% move on these contracts. Yeah, here's 20% on Carvana now. I'm going to sell a few here, guys. Sold a few at 18%. Tesla could be a really nice short if we, or sorry, not Tesla, QQQ if we lose 388, guys. New high of day on Tesla. These contracts are now at $145 per contract from the 93 entry. $245 is the next level up I have. I'm going to sell a few more Tesla right here at 50%, guys. I'm going to leave 2 contracts to run. 2 out of the 15. So I'm in runners now. 2 contracts left. I had 15 to start with. 60% now on Tesla. Netflix is falling. Yes, it's consolidating right now. When that consolidation breaks strain, I think we'll see a nice move. TA Cook, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Carvana still looks like it's pretty weak right now. Tesla now 65%. But at a minimum, TA Cook, like I would not let that trade go red on you. Carvana is just not moving. The IV is not allowing it to move as smooth as what I would have hoped for it to move. Let's go, Pedram. DOJ to announce cryptocurrency enforcement actions today. Mazzoni, I don't actually set hard stops. So I never got stopped out of Tesla. Yeah, Riley, that's the exact move. Back to 10% on Carvana, guys. $75 now on Tesla. 243, guys. Yeah, Google's easy money right now. So that was a hell of a call, too. That daily setup was perfect. Let's go, Sigma. Let's go, Strain. Everybody killing it. Wow, there goes Tesla, guys. 80% now on Tesla. You guys got better averages than I did. I waited for that breakout at 238. 85% now. $245 is the next level that I have. And we just keep going higher. 90% now on Tesla. Google explosion. It's got room to 140 now if it really wants to run. Tesla really has to break this 234.50 area, 243.50. 5 minute candle close over that, guys, probably sends us to that next level at 245. Piton volume. Yeah, big volume on Piton off the bottom. Pullback could be actionable here, MJ. SPY's consolidating, but it's over the 13 EMA on the 2 minute. It could be a pullback into the 9 EMA on the 5 minute. Not my favorite setup though right now with some of the names doing what they're doing. I think there's better risk to reward out there. Yeah, there's definitely active buyers in Tesla right now for sure, 100%. Now with Tesla, all you want to see is trend continue. Carvana is up 2% right now. I'd like to see Carvana make a new low of day. Yeah, Alex, the consolidation pattern on Tesla is this one right here. Price consolidation leads to range expansion. So when a name's consolidating, that's where you want to be looking to get into it once that consolidation breaks. Apple's trading sideways. All right, back to 70% here on Tesla. All right, Carvana's still sitting at break even here, guys. Tesla sitting at 50%. Markets do look like they're a little bit heavy, especially with QQQ potentially breaking this 388 level. So Spy Guy's not interested in trading that at all. QQQ has my interest perked just a little bit under 388. I think we can make a move back down to 387.25. That's crazy strain. Yeah, that would be insane. 300 calls. All right, guys. Carvana's hitting 20% right here. If you guys are still in Carvana with me, we're at $45 a contract right now. $46 a contract. New lows on Carvana. I'm going to close the rest of my Tesla here. That is weird strain. Tons of put orders there. QQQ has room down now to 387.30. That 388 snap was key there on QQQ. SPY, the key level to break here is 452.58. Essentially where we held this support before the bond auction yesterday. If we lose this spot, SPY falls all the way back down to 451.54 in my opinion. Yeah, the breakouts are awesome trades, guys, especially when you get that consolidation. Keep your eyes on Microsoft here. If we lose this 372.78 level, we've got room down to 371.30. There goes QQQ. I'm going to take the Microsoft 370 puts, guys, at $172 a contract. Huge level right here on Microsoft. If we break this, 371.32 is the next level to the downside. And then below that, 370 is going the money, in my opinion. %30 on Carvana now. %10 now on Microsoft. SPY is free falling. QQQ is free falling. More new lows on Microsoft. 20% here on Microsoft. 25% now. Huge move down. 30% on Microsoft. Just waiting for that key level to break, guys. Now you see why I preach key levels. Waiting for key levels to break. 45% now on Carvana. Super easy work, guys. Key level tag too. So I'm out of all but 2 of my contracts on Microsoft as we came down to that 371.32 level. That's why I say key levels give you price targets to play to. Sean, I look for contracts that have the ability to get in the money. Weekly contracts that have the ability to go in the money. As options traders, we're just speculating price movement. So I don't want to take a strike that's like way far out of the money. I want to trade a strike that has the potential to get into the money. Welcome back, Drew. Good to see you back, brother. Good work, Carlitos. My key level break was 372.78, believe. Yes, sir. Good eyes on that, Pedro. Oh, I'd love an all-day drill. Absolutely would love that. Next key level on Qs to the downside is 386.46. We got about 30 cents more downside. Yeah, I'll post my Microsoft chart. Carvana still at 45% here. Yeah, Qs would have been a hell of a trade off that 388 level. Nice work, Abe. That's the way, T-Pat. Yep, still on Microsoft, Tony. What's the ticker, Pedram? I'll take a look at it. Compass. Looks like it's on the brink of death right now if you can't hold 190. All-time lows if we break 190, I think. Big gap down and 190 has to hold, I think. On the daily. Huge day, Jason. I know those numbers are huge to you, so that's massive. Congratulations, man. Great day all around. And it's only been an hour into the day, guys. That's the crazy thing. Google, Kyle? Yeah, Google's pulling back down. When QQQ broke that 388 level, fell down. Apple. Yep. Apple falling down. 190 is going to be the key spot here on Apple. All right, still sitting at 18% on these Microsoft puts. I've only got 2 out of the 6 left, guys, so 30% of my position left. Scaled most. If we can lose this 371.32 level on Microsoft, I think you're going to see the 370s getting into the money. %23 now on Microsoft. Here comes a new low of day on Microsoft. New low there on Microsoft, 33% now. 35% on Microsoft. We're losing this level, guys. If Apple loses 190, that could be a really nice scalp opportunity too, guys, for puts. Thoughts on a firm? Just consolidating on a firm right now. 2436 or 26 to the upside. Those are the key triggers. We break 2436 on the daily. I think you could see it move down to 2250. And then MU's been pretty strong, I think. Yeah, weekly candle rejection so far on MU. So MU, you'd want to see MU hold 7650. If we can't break that to the downside, we could head back up. Zoom thoughts? Yeah, looking good to the upside. It held that 6221 level and pushed all the way back up. So it's looking good now. Zoom could go red to green. We break 65 on Zoom. You could see it move back to 67. Nice work, Rock. $27,000 day. Can't beat that. MJ, let's go. 3 days, 36% on the port. Now you guys see why we don't mess around and play with those low quality setups. We get A plus setups, guys. We're gonna kill it if we take A plus setups every day. Everyone's got the same ability to be a multimillionaire in the markets, guys. It's one of the most level playing fields that you can be on in any type of competition or anything in life. We're all looking at the exact same chart. Most of us are using the exact same brokerage account, right? Like, so what separates people that are profitable from people that aren't? They're using the same brokerage app as you. They're looking at the same charts. Everybody starts with a certain amount of money, but how do you get to that level? Mastering your strategy, your identity, taking the A plus setups every single day. Yeah, if you guys can't manage your risk, you're not going to make it. Point blank. Period. Yeah, you'll get there, MJ. That's all risk management. For sure, you'll get there. Yeah, 100% detective. 2020 was absolutely stupid. And yeah, strange, right, guys? You got to find your identity as a trader. Think about the greatest athletes in the world. When you think about someone like you think about Shaq, what was Shaq good at? Shaq was good in the paint. Tall, big guy. Think about your favorite athlete. They all have an identity. They're not just athletes. I might short the 190 break on Apple, by the way, guys. If we get it. Bitcoin volume. Oh, that's a stick on Bitcoin. Watch coin here, guys. I'm looking at the 10.5s on Mara too, but I just told myself that Mara's on my no trade list yesterday. Mara's got this huge level though, this 1046 level. That's hilarious, Lambo. Have your girlfriend sit next to you last next time you're trading. All right, I filled Mara guys, the 10.5s. Filled them at $25 a contract. Bitcoin's still pushing higher, so this might not work because it's Mara and Mara's been horrible to me, but I'm looking for 1045 on Mara. 8% here on Mara. Hive day on Mara is 1039. 10% on Mara now. Yeah, I'm watching for a breakdown on Apple. 190 and I'll short it. I haven't seen that Dumb Money movie yet. New Hive day on Bitcoin. Yeah, Riot's going a little bit more. I think it's because of the short float. Mara has like 20% short. But the volume's still there on Mara. Next level to the downside on Apple. Next big level is 188. If we break 190. But we probably have a stop at like 188.95 on the 30-minute chart. Settlement. Microsoft still sitting at 15%. Carvana back to 32%. And Mara is about to find itself back on my no trade list again, even though it was just there yesterday. Nice work, Dre. Supply and demand traders are probably buying Apple calls right here, risking to close under 190. This is a big demand zone on Apple. Back to 20% on Microsoft puts, 370 puts. They're at $205 a contract. Carvana is still flirting with 30% here. I'm still hanging out in Mara. I'm down $1 a contract. Bitcoin still is continuing higher. If we can really break kind of that what I would call a pre-market high, if you will, on Bitcoin at like 37.2, or high of day is really the move that's needed. Tesla could be bear flagging Carlitos for sure. However, what I would say about that is we are holding the 9 EMA on Tesla. QQQ could be a bear flag. Here goes Mara with the BS again. Yeah, Kyle. A few people trade futures in Alpine. ES and NQ. Sure, Google's definitely consolidating. Mizoni. Yeah, candle close out of that consolidation on Google probably sends it. Is oil ripping? Energy pushing higher? Yeah, energy's pushing higher. So what's Oxy up to? Oxy's looking good. Breakout over 61.14 could be a really nice move on Oxy. XOM's looking good. Back towards that 105 level. And then CVX as well, probably ripping. CVX looks good. Last time we broke over this 144 level on CVX, guys, we saw a really nice move on it all the way to 145. In fact, we did it on Friday of last week. So CVX is probably a top focus watch for me right here. I'm looking at CVX contracts right now. They're at like $59 a contract. 4 minutes on this candle close. All right, I just got filled on CVX, guys. 145 calls on CVX. Same play as Friday. And still have eyes on Apple under 190. Well, as soon as I got into CVX, it pulls back. All I was looking for was a candle close for a continuation on the breakout. Down 10% right now on CVX. And I'm watching Apple like a hawk here for a 190 break. All right, I took the 185s on Apple on this break at $10 a contract. CVX, I'm down 5% right now. Microsoft is back to 30%. Carvana is back to 35%. Google broke the consolidation pattern. Let's see if we get continuation now. Apple 185 puts, Strain, at $10 a contract. They're sitting at 11 right now. CVX trying to pull right back down. Mara back to break even now on the 10.5 calls. Yeah, we got FOMC minutes at 2, so just be careful. CVX, what a pain in the down 12% on CVX. Back to green on Mara now. It's just a pullback onto the 9 EMA on CVX. So I'm looking for a break towards high of day again. Google, that was picture perfect out of consolidation. I think Mazzoni called it out on YouTube. The consolidation setup. That was perfect. A plus. Here goes Apple, guys. Let's see if we get continuation. Mara's going to go try and get high of day, it looks like. Yeah, big volume on that last 1 minute candle on Carvana. I saw that tweet. I didn't know if eBay was going to run on that or not. All right, guys, I'm out of CVX now. Stop me out. 1L on the day. Bastards, man. Took it right over 144 and then slammed it right back down. For Tesla, let me look. I think the breakout over current consolidation is 241.75. So I think we've already broken out of upside consolidation. Uh, 188 to the downside if we keep falling, Pedram. Sorry, 189 first. I can't believe that on CVX, man. Netflix is definitely overbought on the daily time frame. RSI says it all too. Pricks, man. All right, I'm going to close out on my Mara here too at a loss of $1 contract. So now just holding my Microsoft 370 put and then my Carvana 30 puts, as well as Apple 185 puts. CVX makes me want to never want to trade that name again too. After it did that, such a false breakout. But it happens. Part of the business. Fire morning otherwise. Yeah, could be an insider buy. Question becomes, do we swing the Apple 185s into Nvidia's earnings? Yeah, I'm in the opinion that Nvidia, I think, moves higher off earnings. Yeah, it could be a good short opportunity if it breaks that level. Um, just know that the 20 psych level is pretty big too. I feel like that's a better move for like a multi-day scalp than just a 1 day. Yep, coin still looks good. Just making higher highs and higher lows. Technically, Mara's making higher highs and, well, making higher lows, not higher highs yet. Coin's got an inside bar to break at 106. I'm still gonna smack Mara one of these days. That used to be a name that I traded so much. Really frustrates me, but that's not trading the way that it used to right now. Microsoft just consolidating between the two levels, guys. Tesla's consolidating after that big move up. Apple's underneath 190. Problem is, Frankie, that's the day that that thing trades sideways and then nothing hits. That's how horrible the price action's been on Mara lately, I feel like. New high day on coin. All right, so coin it is over Mara now recently then. I almost took coin calls and then I thought about that in the back of my head. I'm thinking about the short float percentage on Mara. Yeah, Netflix is grinding up, Vinny, for sure. High of day here. Next level is 480. There goes Mara. Son of a another day I stop out and then Mara goes. You can't make this stuff up. Yeah, in order for these Apple calls to work, though, we're gonna have to get 189 has to break on Apple. They're sitting at break even right now. Yeah, it's got to go on the no trade list at least for a while. Problem is, I'll put on the no trade list, and then the very next day, the thing will rip when I could have taken it. I feel like it usually works out that way for me. I'll be like, yeah, no trade list, and then goes absolutely nutty. Yeah, that is some big volume on CVS. CVX, on the other hand, bounced and came right back up to this 144 level. Can't make that up either. Wow. Carvana now 65%, guys. New low of day. The next level I have down is 30. So these 30s might go in the money. Ideally, we'll get a breakdown on Microsoft, guys, and that'll send the Microsoft contracts 370 puts. Five rejections in a row at 190 on Apple's 5 minute. EVX is right back at 144. You got to be kidding me. Sheesh, I should have held on to CVX. Think that trade works still. Right back to break even on CVX on those contracts. Microsoft with the 5-minute bear flag too, guys. Bear flag consolidation, whatever you want to call it, looks pretty weak. You've also got QQQ looking like a potential rising wedge situation. Yeah, coin's just continuing to push. 105 is the psych level, but 106 is the inside bar breakout. There's a pull on QQQ. SPY pulling now. Back to 30% on Microsoft. Key level on Microsoft is 371.32. Bounce on Apple. Apple just doesn't want to break down, guys. It's still sitting up 10% on the contracts, but it just doesn't want to. It doesn't want to go. Yeah, XLE is the ETF I look at when trading energy or oil names. Yep, I'm gonna close my Microsoft, guys. I'm gonna close my Apple, and I'm just gonna leave Carvana. Think that one's got room to fall, but everything else closing out, closing up shop. So Carvana, the only thing I have left now. So just chilling in Carvana, up 50%. Um, the reason with Microsoft is we keep bouncing at 371.32. That's my key level. We have to break to the downside. Not a lot of continuation on Apple. We're just consolidating on that. And being that they are $5 out of the money, not a contract that I want to continue to sit in and hold and wait for something to happen. But overall, great day today, guys. Going to keep marching on, keep going. Fantastic day if we just keep doing the little things right, keep following all of the pattern setups that we're looking at. Um, that's all we got to do every single day. But like Pedram had to go get a haircut. I actually have an appointment with my barber. I have to go get my haircut as well. Um, so I'm gonna go do that, but then I'll come back for power hour. I'll be back at to the desk probably after lunchtime. I've got a one-on-one with the mentor this afternoon. I'm gonna do. and then I'll be just chilling at the desk all day. So it must be a haircut day. Everyone's getting a haircut. CDP. Yeah, I've changed my position sizing per day on 2K account. So basically, I'm taking no more than 20% of my entire account in one trade. Right. So if you have a $4,000 account, you should be taking no more than $800 per trade. If you have a $6,000 account, you should be taking no more than 1,200 per trade. That's kind of where you guys should be looking at. But yeah, I'm gonna get this go get this haircut, and then I'll be back, guys, in the afternoon session. So if you see any charts, let me know. I'll take a look at them. Yeah, if you got a lot more of any, if you're over like 50K, 100K, you should be trading no more than 10%, in my opinion, in one single trade. 100K, no more than 10K in one position, in my opinion. Risking 25%. So you're only risking 2% of your account on one trade. Yeah, if you're trying to grow your account, it depends on what your goals are, right? But I know a guy that trades a 50K account. His position sizing is 5K every single trade he takes. 10% of his account. And I've tried to tell him, I'm like, why don't you size up and go to 100K? And he's like, I don't need to. I don't live a lifestyle that I need to trade a $100,000 account. So, yeah. Nice fade. Yeah, I go to a Puerto Rican barber, so they get me right. But all right, guys, I'll be back this afternoon. Gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. The road to the 100 million, not 100 million, $100,000 account continues. Catch you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, over on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. All 50 of you guys that are on here right now. If you guys want to join us in Alpine, DM me on Instagram, strat_trades. I'll send you a discount link. You guys can check it out. You guys are delayed by like 10 seconds, I think, or 10 seconds, 15 seconds. So if you guys are looking for the live trade, Alpine's probably the best place to do that at. So I appreciate you guys being on stream today, though. Huge day today. After taking QQQ yesterday, 500%. This morning we had some massive trades. Carvana 65%, Tesla banger of a trade at open. Really good trades today. I think Jira over in the premium chat called out Verizon for like 180%. So just got to keep this up every single day, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. We'll keep growing this 2K account.